Hi everyone, Marbozir, welcome to a new Civilization 5 series. This is actually going to be the last series before Beyond Earth, although that doesn't mean I won't be playing Civilization 5 after Beyond Earth anymore. But let's talk about this game then. This is going to be a less standard game. This is a setup I came up with based on some of the comments. This is a setup that was inspired by at least 2 or 3 different comments. It's not exactly the suggestion that was posted, but it's my own take on it. So what is this all about? First of all, I'm using a mod that I didn't use before, but it's actually a pretty good one, called Really Advanced Setup. This is a mod that allows you to customize your game a lot. There are a lot of things that you can do with this mod. I won't be talking about every single option here because that would require like a whole separate 30-minute video. But you can add certain terrain types, you can add resources, you can add wonders to a specific player. You can add all these things within certain range of a specific player. You can add them randomly on the map. If you ever wanted to play as Spain with a granted natural wonder, or even with a specific natural wonder, like, let's say, like Victoria, you can do this with a really advanced setup. You can also give the AIs some things. You can customize a lot. There are also some really advanced options. So you can disable nuclear weapons, you can disable research, policies, happiness, always war, always peace. There are really a lot of things that you can do here. You can also give every single player multiple sources of uranium if you so desire, but I won't be doing it here. Although I have to say I actually considered doing that because it would kind of fit the theme. In any case, you will find the link to this mod and other mods that I'm using in this game, Info Addict and Enhanced User Interface, in the video description below, as always. So, what is this game all about then? There are quite a few details to this specific setup, but the general theme of it is that there was a nuclear war, but we didn't quite manage to get off Earth and go to Beyond Earth to colonize a new planet. We got stuck on Earth and we nuked ourselves back to Stone Age. So these are actually leaders with the highest use nuke flavor. All these leaders have at least 8 in use nuke. Gandhi has 12. So we all nuked ourselves back to the Stone Age, which is why I added a lot of fallout to this map. There are 400 tiles of fallout on this map, which is going to be at least 10% of this map. Because a map with standard size has 4,100 something tiles exactly. And I added 400 fallout. So this is going to be at least 10% of this map. Obviously not all of the map is going to be land, because I'm using the Ice Age map. Right here, because you know, nuclear winter and all that. And this map will definitely have some oceans. So fallout will be probably at least 15% of all land tiles. And this is a map that I actually never played before. I played Tilted Axis, but that's not quite the same. This is the Ice Age map. And I set the landmass type to wide continents because I don't want the oceans to be too big. I left the other options on default. Standard map size. And the game pace is going to be epic as usual. Deity difficulty, again, as usual. I'm not using any special advanced options. So other than adding 400 tiles of fallout and handpicking AIs that are most likely to use nukes, I'm not doing anything special with this. But I'm actually considering adding some uranium, because you know, we need to have another nuclear war, right? We can add 16 tiles of uranium randomly on the map. So this is the map bonus. This is different. There's a tab with player bonus, which means you can add specific things in certain range of a specific player, or you can add them randomly on the entire map. So in this case, I'm going to add uranium, 16 tiles of uranium everywhere on the map. Like so. 16 tiles of uranium might not seem like much, but it is a lot. That's a lot of extra uranium. And that's not 16 uranium total. These are 16 extra sources of uranium. Alright, and I think we're ready to get started. As for the civilization that I will be playing, I actually spent a while thinking about this. There were a few modded civilizations that I wanted to play, but since I'm already using really advanced setup and this is a bit of an unusual game, I decided to go with a civilization that was actually requested quite a few times in the past, the Netherlands. Because polders. Polders are awesome. That's one of the best parts of the Netherlands. This is an improvement that's unique for William that can be built on floodplains and marsh. And it provides +1 production and +1 and +2 gold once economics is researched. So this is an awesome improvement. And obviously it also boasts food output. The +1 production and +2 gold is on top of the boosted food output. And they also get the Sea Beggar. We might or might not get to use it. We should get a coastal start. And this is a unit that specializes in attacking coastal cities to earn gold and capturing enemy ships. Let's get started then. And another thing about the Dutch is that they keep 50% of happiness from the last luxury. If you trade away the last copy of a specific luxury, you keep 50% of happiness from that. So that's quite nice. So I think that's all of it. Let's get started. This should be fun. Now keep in mind that Fallout tiles have no yields. The Fallout actually has to be cleared before we get anything from that tile. So I might actually go with a bit of a less standard opener. I played a lot of games with tradition, so I'm actually going to use Liberty in this game. I already had one game on Deity with Liberty in the past, but that was just one game, I believe. And since I almost always go with tradition, this is going to be a game with Liberty. Let's get started then. Oh, I have animations on apparently. Okay. I don't really want that. So let's see. This is not a bad start. There's a little bit too much forest for my taste. But we have marble and we have salt. We have 3 sources of salt. Unfortunately, I don't see much marsh. I have just 1 tile with marsh in range of my capital, but hopefully we can find some more. I don't expect a ton of marsh on Ice Age map, but we'll see. Floodplains would also be fine. I'll settle on spot, I see no reason to move really. And we'll work the salt right away. It's actually awesome having a salt tile right next to your capital on turn 0. Because that's 2 food, 1 production and 1 gold from an unimproved tile. It really doesn't get much better than this. One of the many reasons why salt is awesome. Anyway, since I'm going with Liberty opener, I'm going to build a monument, because we're going to need that extra culture. I have a rather specific plan how to use Liberty exactly, but I guess I'll go into that once we actually get the policies. I will probably pick Republic first and then Collective Rule, although I might go with the extra worker first. It will depend on whether I'll need to remove this Fallout faster or not. And it will also depend on whether there's a city-state nearby or not. If I get a chance to steal a worker from a city-state, I'll do that and go for Republic first. If not, I'll probably go for the extra worker first. And that will also speed up the work rate. That's one of the reasons why I'm going with Liberty with this setup, since we'll need that to remove all the Fallout. That's all the extra time our workers will need to improve everything. They need to clear the Fallout first. And there's a city-state already, so I might steal a worker from that city-state. That's a mercantile city-state. And there's quite a lot of marsh. Well, only 2 tiles. Technically 3 tiles, because there's also the wine. No, that's plains. I thought that's marsh. I'm not going to fight that archer right now. Oh, more city-states. Okay. Not bad. Also, yes, I did log that tile. Ragusa, that's a maritime city-state. And this is what? I'm not sure what type that is. That's a religious city-state. Okay. I will probably steal a worker from a religious city-state then. That definitely makes sense. Alright, also I usually go for scout first, but I want to get started on my culture as soon as possible, and I can't rely on getting culture from ruins. It's a bit of a gamble. If I knew in advance that I would get culture from ruins, I would go for scout first with the plan that I have in mind. But since there's no way I can guarantee that, and I have no intention of restarting this game just because I didn't get the start that I wanted, I went for the monument first. Alright, we're going to need mining, quite obviously. We'll go for that first, and we'll need masonry for the marble. So masonry after mining. We don't really need calendar just yet. And we'll need trapping at some point in the near future to get that deer. Yeah, we don't actually need calendar yet. But that's a lot of city-states. 4 city-states right next to us. This is specialized in Conquistador. Not that great, but it's a militaristic city-state. Hopefully we'll get some nice quests from these city-states. And the scout is almost done. Hopefully we'll have some ruins nearby still, without AIs stealing them from us. So look, this tile. Yeah, this is a pretty good start considering there's going to be a lot of fallout nearby. We have quite a few nice tiles with good yields. That's definitely going to be helpful. So, can we actually find some ruins? That would be nice. Alright, Liberty. I'm going with the settler first, since I pretty much assume I'm going to steal a worker. And we have Babylon. Alright, so Babylon is our neighbor. Oh, that's quite a lot of snow. But still, even if I knew all this snow is down here, I wouldn't have moved because this is a coastal city with a river. If I moved north, I would have lost the river. That's not a good idea. Okay, now we need a shrine. I usually get the shrine a little bit earlier than this, but I needed the monument and the scout ASAP. Now we wait for the worker. Oh, there's a barbarian camp down here. Well, my scout is going to have a bad time, but he's fine. We need to back up. I need Wittenberg to spawn a worker right now. They might get protection from Babylon. I hope they won't. No, they are not under protection. And I have a hand axe. A little bit too close to my warrior. Let's go north instead. I'm probably not going to find any ruins now. That seems unlikely, but hey, who knows? Maybe. Kill that guy. This is turn 24. We should get a worker around turn 30 or so. And I might even be able to kill that hand axe. Okay, there's a worker near Banza Congo. I guess I'll steal that one. I could even steal 2 different workers from 2 different city-states. This is a pretty good start as far as workers are concerned. I would like to get friendly with a militaristic city-state, but I need that worker ASAP. So I'll declare war on them. Steal that guy and make peace immediately. I'm still going to steal a worker from Wittenberg, because why not? An extra worker is nice. That will save me time. That will save me a lot of time. Would be nice to get the Pantheon for sure. But that might be tough with a late shrine, unless I can find ruins with faith. That's probably unlikely. Oh, also that hand axe is still there. I should probably escort my worker. A scout is not the best escort ever, but that door is down to red. Alright, let's go east. Maybe we'll find some ruins. That's a lot of salt around here. This is a pretty good start. And there's the worker near Wittenberg. Now we need to remove all that fallout. Come back here. Alright, can we find some ruins? Yet another city-state. We're getting all the city-states near our territory. The downside is I don't see a lot of good locations for cities. Probably somewhere around here, but we won't get the wine unless I steal that with a great general in the future. Anyway, declare war. I should avoid declaring war too much. So make peace. We should be fine. Alright then. So let's keep moving. We got 2 workers from city-states. kind of for free. It's not exactly for free. Babylon definitely won't like that. They already have some early concerns about our warmongering, but I think it was worth it. That saved me quite a lot of production time. Alright, let's grab that salt. And we are at 3 population already, despite lack of tradition. One more turn for a new policy, that will be Republic. And now we need a granary. Yep, we can definitely use a granary. 18 turns. Well, with this deer next to our capital, I definitely want a granary ASAP. Shame we didn't get any ruins, but that's fine. And Republic. That should speed up the granary a bit. 14 turns. A little bit better. So, we need to find other AIs. Yet another city-state. This is going to be an interesting map. We're getting all the city-states. We already met, what, 7 city-states? And they are super close to us. How did we discover that barbarian camp? Oh, Cahokia wants us to get rid of that. I guess we can do that. It can be arranged. Maybe. Depending on what unit is guarding it. If it's just a warrior, I might be able to do that with the scout. Well, let's go north then. I still need to find more AIs. They are hiding somewhere. We only met Babylon so far. Chop the forest to speed up the granary. 20 turns, and once I'm done with the granary, I'll get started on the settler. I don't want to get started on the settler until I actually get collective role, because that speeds up the settler training by 50%. So it's a waste of production before we get that. I might just get another warrior or something. Since I don't have archery yet, I can't get an archer. Well, Babylon is right here, apparently. I won't actually be able to get to that barbarian camp. Alright, that's fine. I'm always tempted to declare war on Babylon to steal their worker, but my scout would probably get killed with city bombardment. But I would be able to run away with the worker. Babylon is not very close to me, they won't be a big problem. Babylon can be quite aggressive early on because they have an early game unique unit. I've seen them go quite aggressive. But they are not very close to us, so this shouldn't be a huge problem. And this will slow them down, just stealing a worker from the AI. I think I'm going to do it. Yes, let's do it. He doesn't like us anyway. Alright, declare war. And I'll steal that worker. Alright, well, I can just move my scout to not lose him. But I'm not going to lose a scout to city bombardment only. And I'll get some extra experience, not that it will make a big difference here. He won't kill the worker with city bombardment. Or I can just move. Okay. Oh yeah, there is a scout right here, but that shouldn't be a problem either. I got a warrior. Right, archery after masonry, we kind of need that. And then writing. I need to get an archer or two. And I need to do something about this barbarian camp to the southwest of Amsterdam. Yeah, our scout is fine. I might need to escort that worker. We'll see. And I should be careful. Yeah, the scout is a little bit squishy. That warrior might actually be able to kill me. I'll peace out with Babylon as soon as I can. But there's not much point asking right now, it's too early. Improve that and just fortify. I'm really happy about this starting location. The snow is kind of crappy, but oh well. We got salt. Okay, my scout lived barely. I should be able to pillage this caravan. And that will give me some extra gold. I can certainly use extra gold. Yeah, not like this. I need to wait for that caravan to come back here. So I'll wait and just heal the scout. While I wait, heal this guy. Few more turns for the mine. And we're about to finish the granary. Now... Well, this is interesting. I don't want to start training the settler just yet. I still need 13 turns for collective roll. I don't have archery yet. I could just get another warrior. I don't know if I have any iron, but that's the only real military unit that I can recruit right now. Might as well. And I need to decide where my second city is going to be. Probably somewhere around here, next to the mountain. That will give us a city with an observatory. I could always steal the wine with the Great General in the future if I really want to. This is not going to be the best city of all times, but it will get some salt, it will get an observatory. I need to scout west a little bit more to see if there's going to be a better location here. Well, that's Gandhi right there. Okay, you will keep healing and the scout will head towards our capital. Drill 1. And we should probably heal that warrior. I should also get a trireme. Maybe there are some islands nearby. Possibly. Okay, this is not a terrible location. There's way too much snow. But there's a river. There are way too many city-states around here. I mean, I like having city-states nearby, but that's a lot of city-states. They are actually kind of blocking my expansion. Yeah, well, that's for population. I'll finish that warrior. Lock this. And yeah, need to clear that fallout. And get some camps. Here comes the caravan. This should give me some extra money. Oh, we also have a warrior incoming. And I did get the money. Yep, plundered 100 gold from the caravan. Automatically. Because it ended its turn on top of our military unit. Well, it's not actually considered to be a military unit, but it ended its turn on top of my unit, so it was automatic. Can I peace out with Babylon yet? Probably not yet. Oh yeah, I can. Will he actually pay me? Probably not, but it's worth a try, you never know. Sometimes they are willing to pay you. When it makes little sense. Okay, he won't, but that's okay. We plundered his trade route, so that's actually useful. Not only because we got 100 gold, but also because now he will have to build that caravan again. And that will slow down his production. Right, this is a bit of an awkward city location. Way too much snow. It's not totally terrible, it will get some decent-ish food. But it could have been so much better. I could also settle a city right here. That would be a little bit close to Amsterdam, but it would give me a city next to a river and next to a mountain at the same time. I think this right here is a better location. If I settle here, that salt will actually be in range, 3 tiles away from my city. It will be only 4 tiles away from Amsterdam, but this location actually makes a lot of sense. I will get this salt and I will get this salt. I will have a river, I will have an observatory in the future. Yeah, this is going to be our next city location. And I'll have 2 deer tiles, literally right next to the city. I'll be able to work those immediately. And there's no fallout on top of them. Okay, so that's our next city. Let's get more salt. And keep scouting the area. Our scout needs to heal up. I should get a trireme in some reasonable future. Just to scout, but writing first. We need that library. There's archery. And I also need more culture. I will probably prioritize culture a little bit more than usual, simply because I'm playing with Liberty. That's a lot of fallout near these city-states. They are going to have a bad time. Amsterdam demands dice. Well, they aren't going to get it. 2 more turns to finish that mine. I can trade with Gandhi. He's actually losing gold. I bet it's because of the fallout. But I did a quick test of this setup and the AI is pretty good at clearing all this fallout. So that shouldn't be a big problem for the AI. Yes, I'll accept that trade. Now he's getting +3 gold. But there's not much point going for 3 gold per turn. I would go for 7. Okay, clear this. Keep healing that guy. You know, I'm almost considering patronage with all these city-states nearby. That would kind of make sense. I haven't actually decided what my second policy tree is going to be after Liberty. We'll see about that. There are a few good options. So, I could go for commerce. It's a decent one. I could go for patronage. I could get 2 or 3 policies in honor. Warrior code, military tradition, and then maybe discipline, and then go for rationalism. I'll probably decide based on what happens in the game. Also, we actually got a Pantheon. What is that going to be? Let's see. +1 faith for copper, iron, and salt. That's obviously the best choice, I think, because we're working the salt tiles anyway. And this is faith just from salt. It doesn't need to be improved. Yeah, I'm going for this one. If we get lucky, we might even get a religion like this. That's +4 faith per 10 already. We'll see, maybe. If I build a temple, I might have a chance to get a religion. Temple of Artemis is still up, but probably not much longer. We need 3 more turns for a free settler. Let's get started on that settler already. Okay, log these tiles. Look at these yields. Isn't that awesome? On turn 51. 3 food, 1 hammer, 1 gold, 1 faith. That's just crazy on turn 51. And yeah, we have no good tile to work until we actually clear the fallout. So I guess I'll just work this one. Or this one. It won't speed up the settler. It's exactly the same, 13 turns. Alright then, well, let's keep moving with that worker. We got a new warrior, he can just chill in Amsterdam for now. Although, I need to get rid of that barbarian camp, otherwise they will keep spawning barbarians, and that's not something I want right next to my capital. Yep, I have a brute incoming already. Yeah, I definitely need to get rid of that camp. Like, as soon as possible. Losing influence, I didn't know I actually had the influence. That was probably some quest that I finished and didn't even notice. These are the best kinds of city-state quests. When you're not even trying to finish them, but they just kind of finish themselves automatically. Right, let's actually see gun these cities. Protect the worker. Well, I can go take care of that brute. This mine is done. No, it's not done. We can clear the fallout and log this tile. Like so. That won't speed up the settler, but whatever, this is still the best tile to work at the moment. So, free settler on the next turn. I still think this is going to be our city. That does seem to be the best option around here. This exact tile. No, this exact tile. I'll have the salt in range, I'll have this salt in range. 2 tiles with deer, sheep, river, mountain. It's pretty decent. But that's going to happen in the next part, so this episode is done. If you enjoyed this first episode, please consider leaving a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.